The early 19th century was a time of great tension in the American West. Settlers, hungry for land and opportunity, pushed further into territories claimed by Native American tribes. Treaties were signed and broken. Mistrust and resentment festered on both sides. The stage was set for a violent confrontation. The Ohio River Valley, fertile and strategically vital, became a focal point of conflict. The Shawnee, Miami, and other tribes saw their traditional hunting grounds shrinking. They faced pressure from the ever-expanding United States, driven by the ambitious vision of leaders like Thomas Jefferson. Into this volatile mix stepped William Henry Harrison, governor of the Indiana Territory. A staunch advocate for westward expansion, Harrison pursued an aggressive policy of acquiring Native American lands through treaties, often negotiated under duress. These actions further inflamed tensions and set the stage for the Battle of Tippecanoe. The simmering conflict in the Northwest Territory was not just a local struggle for land. It represented a larger clash of cultures and ideologies. It was a microcosm of the growing pains of a young nation grappling with its identity and its destiny. From the Shawnee tribe emerged two remarkable figures who would come to embody the Native American resistance. Tecumseh and his brother Tenskwatawa, known as the Prophet. Tecumseh, a charismatic warrior and skilled orator, envisioned a pan-Indian confederacy strong enough to resist American encroachment. Tenskwatawa, a spiritual leader, preached a message of cultural renewal and resistance to white ways. He condemned the encroachment on their lands and the corruption of traditional values. His teachings resonated deeply with many Native Americans, galvanizing opposition to American expansion. Together, the brothers established Prophetstown, a village at the confluence of the Tippecanoe and Wabash rivers. It became a center of Native American resistance, attracting followers from various tribes drawn by Tecumseh's vision and Tenskwatawa's spiritual leadership. The rise of Tecumseh and Tenskwatawa alarmed Governor Harrison. He saw the growing influence of the brothers as a direct threat to American interests in the region. Determined to assert American dominance, Harrison began mobilizing his forces for a confrontation that would decide the fate of the Northwest Territory. Tensions reached a boiling point in the summer of 1811. Tecumseh, seeking to solidify his pan-Indian alliance, embarked on a diplomatic mission to rally support from tribes in the south. In his absence, he left Tenskwatawa in charge of Prophetstown, urging him to avoid any confrontation with the Americans. Governor Harrison, sensing an opportunity, seized the moment. He assembled a force of over 1,000 men and marched towards Prophetstown, intending to neutralize the perceived threat posed by Tenskwatawa and his followers. Harrison's advance was not without its challenges. The terrain was difficult, supplies were low, and the threat of ambush was constant. As Harrison's army neared Prophetstown, Tenskwatawa, influenced by his advisors and perhaps sensing the spiritual power of his position, made a fateful decision. He would attack Harrison's forces, believing that his warriors, imbued with spiritual invincibility, could vanquish the American soldiers. The stage was set for a bloody confrontation on the banks of the Tippecanoe River.